Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Wouldn't it make more sense if it was called Zane's Island? Anyway, hello everybody, welcome to another part of Let's Play
Come
Alan
on,
Wake.
mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Be quiet, I'm doing the intro. Thank you. Yeah, welcome to another part of Alan Wake. Let's play. For the first time.
Just follow me. It's not far.
Don't make me shoot you. Don't have a gun, I'm not a killer, but still. Alright, let's continue I guess. Of course I'm gonna search around first.
Listen, I got things to do. This place don't run itself.
That noise. Someone's cutting wood, or there is a huge
Oh, give me a
woodpecker.
break, mister. Can we
Pecker.
just get a
Pepper.
move on?
Right. Something is a bit off with the mouse movement. Alright, let's follow Randolph. But there is definitely something wrong with the mouse. I like the jacket. Bored.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Or a human. Weird. Oh. Ah, I forgot to check what the coffee are for. think that's a vacuum or an electrical saw. Yeah, I cannot see anyone. Oh. Nah.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Excuse me, just... It needs. Rudolph, make it so. Yeah, that was a joke. He didn't. Yeah, that was a bit random. Man. Ah. This is a slow intro.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Okay, I guess I'm not going to reply. Lovely, Axel, I like it. Doesn't look like a trailer, it looks like a home, but... Love the lighting. Beautiful game.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake.
Whoa, did you see that?
I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you
I
have my
saw it.
manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good. Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
What the hell?
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Okay. Well, this is not that strange actually. This is a bit strange. Well, I'm flattered. Believe chains. Is it on chains, in chains, off chain? I cannot see the article.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials?
I like
Thank
it
you.
actually.
A nice day. Come back soon.
But cannot...
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money.
So funny.
So handsome.
What a game.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Sounds a bit creepy itself. Right. I am very creeped out. This game creeps the hell out of me. I think this is the right way.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know, I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had argument with Danny, Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
No flashlight, no gun. I don't feel comfortable. How am I going to bring the car here? Baby, okay.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Blaine!
What? They got him. Why did he run away? I mean, obviously there is something wrong,
What
but...
are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I don't know what's going on.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Make it easy on him.
Get after him! Don't let him get away! Move it! Move it! Move it! I'll have your chance if you let him get away!
We have the suspect in sight.
No, you don't.
Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Which way did he go? Stand out. Over here. Wait. I'm running away. Keep an eye out.
God damn it! Where did he go?
He slipped away. Keep an eye out.
What a noise. And another one. Was that light?
He's gone. Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Interesting. So I'm responsible for this. This will be fun.
Search the area.
I wonder why they're handing me down.
This way. Over here.
Also wonder why.
Sheriff Breaker, this is Agent Nightingale. I've lost
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over. He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over. I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Why do I keep having itches all over my face? I'm recording this. You hear a helicopter? Ah! Didn't see that. I have to move. No comment. I assume I have to go upstairs. Yes. Binoculars. Move. I assume I have to go there somehow.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you... Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over.
Go ahead, Mulligan. Over.
We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over.
I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over.
Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over.
Gotcha. You gotta get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Nice. That.
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Yeah.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
So creeped out.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
I think we need to activate this. Came here for loot. Didn't even think that we're gonna have to activate something. Ah, this looks dangerous.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Weird. Did it move? I'm pressing, nothing happens. Okay. Okay. Hope it doesn't start a fire. We didn't start the fire. Alright, I guess that's something. 5 batteries. Doesn't make much sense. Of course, it's like, perhaps it's like the bodies when we, you know, and they just disappear.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
What happened to it? I think that's just damaged the glass. I don't remember the name now.
Silent!
And here's another call. You're on KBF-FM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10-15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no guns yet. That's not in the right way? Option. It doesn't affect me. Mats. Down to 3. A bit difficult to see clearly because of all the blurring. Move. No shotgun, no pistol, nothing. I'm guessing that's the radio station. The game is creeping me out. Anyway, by the way, I want to mention now that I don't have a specific plan yet. I think I'm gonna try to do a scary games only month from tomorrow, right? Yes. Oh, that's a human. Looks like a human. I think it's a hat. Get into the batteries, as you can see. I've played too many RPGs, you know, where you just stockpile on potions or, you know, health related items usually, and by the end of the game you have enough of them to just play through the whole game.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting
what a
resources on those
Karen.
people.
Well,
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
The voice of Pat Main, all night, every night. When I was a kid, I wanted to... Oh, one of the things I wanted to do was have a radio station or be a radio station presenter or something. Well, I guess this is the closest thing I have now. Not bad. I don't make any money. I have the views, I have the subscribers.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks.
What the
I'm gonna see
Patreons?
if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt her.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
I'm a civilian too, you know. And Dan Brown, really? What's next, Homer? Although he didn't... You know what I mean.
You yet, even if it kills me, you hear me?
Insane.
H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
It feels like someone is under... Remember the keys. Great. Flare gun is 3. There is 4. Flashbang is 5. Okay. Flashbang. There. That looks like a generator. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, got the key. Like an idiot.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Can we activate this? Finally. Going that way. Go that way. So creepy. Can barely see anything.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Yeah, I'll go there. I just want to see if I can find anything else. Like, vodka. Vodka. Oh, crap. Ah, damn it. Okay. I know what to do. Oh, can we open this? Or on this? Turn on it? Turn it on? Yeah, come on. Let me move. Let me move. So creeped out. I know I keep saying it, but okay, let's turn this on again and try to go up there. Oh, there's something there. Let's see. Anything. There's something over there. Something over there. I have only one flashbang. Really good. Thought perhaps there was something that way, but no. Really not easy to deal with this situation as a writer. I have to go that way, see what's that. Oh.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
That's not good. Can you open this? Right, if you see a concrete wall anywhere, stay away from it. I think it had a voice.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Love trains. Have a phone?
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Sounded like a edit in different conversations. It didn't even sound like Rose when she was controlled. Sounded like everything's shaking.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage, before it flew at me again.
Right. Avoid bridges. Cool.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Yeah, the problem is this is a bridge. Not too happy about that part. But listen, not at the very top.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Okay, I didn't see that coming. Thought there's gonna be one, you know, as I was... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Follow. Yeah, no. I mean, that's the only way I can go, but thanks. Three flashbang. Trying to remember the name. Flare.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
What is the exit? Can't move. Get out of here. A bit unfair.
slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me. As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Okay. Have a better flashlight. This isn't good, is it? That's not good. Oh. Ouch! I moved. Hoop. Right. We can do this, we can do this. Did I pick the other one? I'm thinking if I should try to leave. Crossed my mind earlier too, but didn't do it.
Did you call 911?
Shit! I wish I could. It allows me to save so that I don't have to repeat the whole thing again. Talking about getting the items. Okay. could just face them and then deal with the other stuff. Usually. The flash, the flare. But let's. There are lights. We're too far away. Now, if I had control now, I could start shooting or something. Move. Change weapon. What the frack? Get the coffee. I don't know what it does. This is a checkpoint. In light, you can hurt them. Yeah.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derlis' trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derlith, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derlith.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you
I knew this was going for...
The dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling. Be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
This reminds me of, apart from Alien, of course, the movie, I don't remember the name, with Nathan Fillion, released in early 2000s, I think.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
I'm sorry, I have to read this because my mind was somewhere else. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but... Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. Hope we're not going to find the tractor. Good. It moved. Why doesn't it... I have the shift key pressed. I have a feeling the problem is the keyboard, not with the game. Okay. Yeah, let's try to avoid that. Can you go somewhere? It's gonna stop it. happens? You know what pisses me off even more? The slowdowns. The on purpose slowdowns that make me not be able to move as I want. I get it, but it still pisses me off. Can I please? Okay. Now let's think. Trying to find if there is any place we can move without risking dying. Death. See very clearly. Failed. Can I go up there? Climb. Climb! Frustrating. Right, I'm recording for quite a long time, so if I die again, I'm gonna stop for now. Piss me off, I cannot climb there. Alright. Don't need batteries. Did it save? I didn't notice. The car there.
never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Alright. Yes, why can you not take the car? Oh, I can. Anyway, yeah, I'm recording for over an hour now. I better stop now. Thank you very much for watching, and more next time, which will be very soon. Perhaps even next day, depending on YouTube. Bye-bye.